Welcome to Brain Vision.
So in this problem, what you're given is a graph to represent the distance that Jade and Jari are from leaving their house. So notice in the word problem, it says that Jade left for work at 6:50 a.m. and Jari left 10 minutes later, which is why, remember, the graph is according to time since 7 a.m. So in part A, we want to use the graph to decide which of them is traveling faster. Well, notice over this 6-minute period of time, Jari went 7 miles and Jade only went 6 miles. Because remember, she was already 10 miles away. So therefore, that tells us that Jari would have been driving faster. And let me put in the ordered pair here. This is 6 and 16. So like I said, Jade was already 10 miles away and is now only 16 miles away. So that would be a difference of 6. Okay, now for part B, we want to find their speed at which each of them is driving. Well, remember, the speed is going to be the rate of change. And to find rate of change, we just have to find the slope. So we're just going to find the slope of each of these lines. To do this, we can use rise over run. So I'm going to start with Jari. So we're starting at the origin. So to get to the ordered pair 6, 7, we'd have to go up 7 units and over 6 units. So it'd be 7 over 6. But notice your units. This would be miles per minute. Because remember, the denominator is in terms of minutes, not hours. So to convert this to miles per hour, keep in mind there's 60 minutes in an hour, so we would need to multiply by 60 minutes over 1 hour, because then our units for minutes will cancel. Well, now when we go to multiply, 6 goes into 60 10 times. So this 6 cancels, 60 becomes 10, and 7 times 10 is equal to 70. So Jari's speed is 70 miles per hour. Now we're going to do the same idea for Jade. She starts at the ordered pair 0, 10. So to get to the ordered pair 6, 16, we go up 6 units. And to the right, we go up 6 units. And we also go right 6 units. So our slope would be 6 over 6. Again, this would be miles per minute. So to convert to miles per hour, we multiply by 60 minutes over 1 hour. Again, because the units for minutes cancel. Well, 6 over 6 is equal to 1. So these terms cancel. So we're really just left with 60 miles per hour. So now we've found both of their speeds, which remember represents the slope of their line. So lastly, part C. What we want to do is find linear functions, f and g, that model the distances that Jade and Jari travel. So we'll start with Jari again. So Jari, we'll call that our f function. Well, it's a line, so we need a slope and the y-intercept. Well, in part B, remember, we found the slope to be 7 over 6. So they also said, notice in parentheses, in minutes. So that's why I'm going to use 7 over 6. So I'll have 7 over 6x plus my y-intercept. Well, the line hits the y-axis at 0, so plus 0. So we can simply just write this as f equals 7 over 6x. And then I'm going to do Jade in red here. I'll call this one my g function. So again, we want to find the slope in miles per minute, which remember was 6 over 6, which is really just 1. So we have 1x plus the y-intercept. Well, her line intersects the y-axis at 10, so plus 10. So we can leave it as g equals 1x plus 10, or simply just g equals x plus 10.